We live in a world where mysteries lurk at every turn, and a National Geographic photographer has just made a shocking encounter straight from the depths of the unknown with bizarre underwater alien beings. Details of this encounter will leave you gasping for breath and shake the very foundation of what you think you know about the deep sea. So join us as we delve into the unknown and uncover the incredible story of this Nat Geo photographer and his brazen encounter with alien beings in the depths of the ocean. This is one encounter which defies all explanations and one that will take you to the very limits of human exploration, so keep up. The deep sea is a place that challenges everything we think we know about our planet. It's a vast and inhospitable environment and a place where creatures with bizarre features thrive, with many of them seeming to belong to another world. And yet there is still so much we don't know about this alien environment. The National Geographic team of oceanic experts is a band of fearless scientists, researchers, photographers, and adventurers who dare to venture into the unknown depths of the ocean. With cutting-edge technology and a passion for discovery, they have uncovered some of the most fascinating secrets of the sea. During one of their recent underwater assignments, Louise Lamar, a seasoned underwater director of photography, stumbled upon something that left him awestruck. He was scanning the ocean floor when he spotted what appeared to be a group of stingrays, but upon closer inspection, he realized that they were unlike anything he had ever seen before. The creatures were sleek and had long, sinewy bodies that glided effortlessly through the water. Their eyes were large and expressive, and they seemed to radiate an otherworldly glow. Although mesmerized by their beauty, Lamar could sense that there was something different about them. And as he observed them even more closely, he began to notice that they were exhibiting behaviors that he had never seen in any marine animal. They seemed to communicate with each other using some kind of language that he couldn't comprehend and had never seen among any marine animal before. In addition to this, they moved with exceptional fluidity, one that defied the laws of physics. Lamar was convinced that he had stumbled upon an alien species, one that was far more advanced than humans in terms of its physical and intellectual capabilities. Lamar's descriptions of the underwater aliens he encountered paint a vivid and fascinating picture of the ocean's mysterious depths. The giant deep-sea arachnids he also came across were unlike anything he had ever seen, with their spindly legs and menacing presence. The venomous sea snakes with their bright yellow heads were likewise a striking sight. According to Lamar, their vibrant colors stood out against the deep blue of the ocean. He also had rather strange encounters with sharks and orcas during his expedition, but the most intriguing creatures he encountered remained the hyper-advanced aquatic alien creatures inhabiting the shallow waters that looked almost like stingrays. These creatures defied all known laws of nature with their advanced intelligence and unique anatomy. Lamar captured stunning images and video footage of the creatures and shared his discovery with the world, immediately igniting a firestorm of controversy and debate among scientists and researchers. As word of Louise Lamar's discovery spread, the scientific community was both skeptical and intrigued. While some experts quickly dismissed the idea of underwater aliens as a figment of Lamar's imagination, others saw it as a groundbreaking discovery that could change our understanding of the universe. To settle the debate once and for all, a team of experts from around the world was assembled to analyze the images and video footage captured by Lamar. They spent months poring over every frame, dissecting the creature's movements and scrutinizing every detail. Finally, after months of intense scrutiny, the team came to a very shocking conclusion. The creatures were not from Earth. They had all the hallmarks of intelligent life, with advanced cognitive abilities, a highly developed communication system, and a level of technological sophistication that surpassed our own. The news sent shockwaves through the scientific community, and the National Geographic team found themselves at the center of a media frenzy. Overnight, they became the world's most famous underwater explorers, and people from all over the globe clamored to hear more about their incredible discovery. But the team knew that the discovery of these underwater aliens was just the beginning, and that there was still so much more to learn about the ocean and its secrets. The team is now planning a series of expeditions to further explore the ocean depths and unravel the mysteries of these fascinating creatures. But Lamar's underwater alien encounter has been far from the only shocking discovery that scientists have had to contend with recently. US nuclear submarines also released a report in January about their encounters with an unknown underwater object. Their report has likewise been raising concerns throughout the scientific and military communities. The encounters were so peculiar that they were likened to the underwater counterparts of UFOs, which are now commonly referred to as USOs or underwater submerged objects. And these mysterious encounters were not only limited to one area. They have now been reported in different parts of the world, including the Arctic and the Baltic Seas. One of the most intriguing encounters described in the report involved an attack on a US submarine patrolling the North Atlantic. The submarine's advanced sonar system detected an object moving at an incredibly high speed in the water. Although the sonar personnel on the submarine were unable to classify the object, they noted that it was moving at a speed of several hundred knots, which is much faster than any known underwater object or animal. What makes this encounter even more interesting is that the object seemed to exhibit intelligent behavior. It was able to move in ways that no known underwater object could. The object also seemed to be aware of the submarine's presence and actively avoided it, leading experts to believe that it could be some sort of advanced underwater technology created by an unknown country or organization. But what made this encounter even more interesting was the fact that the object appeared to be exhibiting intelligent behavior. It seemed to be aware of the submarine's presence and actively avoided it, leading experts to believe that it could be alien beings visiting our planet from far-off galaxies, or some sort of advanced underwater technology from another planet on a covert military operation on Earth. The object appeared to be made of translucent material, allowing the observers to glimpse its intricate internal workings. However, the Navy personnel who reported these encounters have remained tight-lipped about their experiences, leading many to speculate that the military is aware of more than they are willing to share with the public. But some conspiracy theorists have even gone as far as to suggest the US government is actively covering up these encounters to prevent public panic. And as more reports of USO encounters continue to emerge, some experts are beginning to worry about the potential threat these objects could pose to global security. If these objects are indeed the product of extraterrestrial beings experimenting with advanced underwater technology, then it could signal a new era of underwater espionage and military conflict. Some others have even suggested that these objects could be part of a global surveillance system designed to monitor underwater activities. But aside from marine biologists in the US Navy, NASA has likewise been uncovering pretty scary and unknown discoveries about the depths of our planet's oceans. The space agency has recently expanded its exploration to include the deep ocean. This new venture has led to some incredible discoveries of bizarre and fascinating creatures that have never been seen before. According to a report from NASA, the creatures that live in the dark and eerie depths of our planet's oceans are as strange as they can get, with tentacles, fins, and appendages that seem to defy the very laws of nature. But before we can come around to these creatures, the NASA team, during one of their recent deep-sea expeditions, stumbled upon an area of giant underwater volcanoes. These underwater mountains spew lava and create new landforms on the ocean floor. These volcanoes have created otherworldly landscapes that are filled with hidden caves and tunnels, where the most highly mysterious underwater creatures lurk in the shadows. The geological formations in the deep ocean are like something out of a dream, with towering underwater cliffs, canyons, and even underwater waterfalls. During the expedition, the team used state-of-the-art technology to explore the uncharted depths of the ocean and the Twilight Zone, which is a mysterious region between 200 and 1,000 meters below the surface where sunlight cannot penetrate. The team discovered a stunning array of new species, many of which had never been seen before. One of the most unusual finds was the blind eel, a remarkable creature with a gelatinous loose skin that gives it a unique appearance. It is a type of eel that lives in complete darkness and has adapted to its environment by developing a keen sense of smell and touch. It moves through the water with remarkable grace, propelled by the undulating movements of its body. Another fascinating discovery was the tripod fish, which stands on 3 long fins resembling a tripod's legs. This unique creature is a hermaphrodite, meaning it has both male and female reproductive organs that are fully functional. This reproductive strategy is a remarkable evolutionary trick that allows the tripod fish to reproduce with any other member of its species regardless of gender. Every time a new species is discovered, it often turns out to be more terrifying than the last. It's like finding a hidden treasure trove that came straight from the depths of a nightmare. One such creature that falls into this category is the Sloane's viperfish, which looks like it could be a creature straight out of the Alien movies. The viperfish's cells can produce light, which it uses to lure its unsuspecting prey towards its mouth. Once the viperfish has caught its victim, its hinged teeth rotate inward, trapping the animal and preventing its escape. And then there's the sarcastic fringehead, a fish that looks like it's permanently scowling. Despite its tiny size, this feisty fish has jaws that can extend beyond its body length, making it a formidable predator. It's not a fish you want to mess with. The team likewise discovered many other strange and fascinating creatures, some of which looked like nothing more than bundles of ropes, while others appeared to be literal blobs of flesh. But despite the often bizarre appearance of these creatures, they all play an important role in the ecosystem in which they live. By studying these species, scientists now believe that we can learn more about the complex web of life that exists on our planet and how different alien species could have evolved right here on Earth. Discovering these new species in the depth of the ocean is like opening the door to an alternate universe where the rules of life are rewritten in the most bizarre ways possible. And there's the anglerfish, a genuinely bizarre deep-sea creature with a glowing lure on its head that attracts prey in the dark, abyssal depths of the ocean. Its jaws are lined with sharp rotating teeth that can open up to twice the fish's size to swallow its prey whole. But its reproductive system is even more fascinating. The male is so much smaller than the female that it latches onto her body and fuses with her, becoming essentially a parasitic sperm factory. Eventually, the male's body is completely dissolved except for his reproductive organs, which the female can use to produce new offspring. It's almost like something out of a horror movie. But what the team from NASA uncovered in Lake Baikal in Russia was even more stunning. Lake Baikal is not only the deepest lake in the world, it also contains 1/5 of the planet's unfrozen fresh water. Its depths are still largely unexplored and are believed to harbor unknown species, many of which are alien-like in appearance. In fact, during the Soviet era, several alleged sightings of UFOs and aliens around Lake Baikal existed. Some people believe that the lake's mysterious depths may be a hotbed of extraterrestrial activity, with aliens using the lake's remote location for conducting experiments on humans and animals and to conceal their presence on Earth. But the mysteries of this lake do not end here. One of the most intriguing stories to ever emerge from Baikal involved a group of military divers who were sent on a top-secret mission to capture a creature known as the Ichthyander. According to local folklore, the Ichthyander is a half-boy, half-shark creature that roams the lake's depths. The divers were equipped with nothing more than silvery, tight-fitting suits that resembled those worn by modern-day astronauts, and they had the all-important task of capturing this elusive creature. As they descended deeper and deeper into the lake's icy waters, the divers were suddenly confronted by a group of humanoid figures, each measuring around 3 meters in height. Dressed in similar silvery suits and helmets, these figures appeared to be completely at ease in the underwater environment. The divers attempted to communicate with the humanoids, but they were silent. After a few tense moments, the humanoids disappeared into the murky depths, leaving the divers stunned and bewildered. As the divers made their way back to the surface, they suddenly realized that something was very wrong. 4 of the 7 divers began to experience severe symptoms of decompression sickness caused by rapid ascent from deep waters. Despite their best efforts, 3 of the divers tragically lost their lives. The 4 surviving divers reported their encounter on their return back to land, but their story was met with skepticism and disbelief. The incident was shrouded in secrecy for years, with the authorities denying that anything unusual had occurred. But in 1982, 2 brave photographers captured images of strange glowing objects hovering over the lake's waters. These images, along with the divers' harrowing story, finally brought the truth about Baikal's mysterious inhabitants to light. The incident has since remained one of the most compelling pieces of evidence in the ongoing debate about the existence of extraterrestrial life in the depth of our planet's water bodies. As it stands, only 20% of the ocean floor is mapped, with this leaving so much that we have yet to discover. This fact, coupled with the growing list of bizarre underwater sightings, has given even more credence to speculations that there could be stranger creatures and even alien beings lurking in these vast unexplored depths. Some scientists are already speculating that these vast unexplored depths could be home to the giant squid, a creature that is rarely seen and notoriously difficult to study. These massive creatures can grow up to 43 feet long and are known for their enormous eyes, which are the largest of any animal on Earth. There could also be strange eyeless fish that have adapted to living in the darkness and to other bizarre creatures that we have yet even to imagine. And then there are the deep trenches, which are some of the most unexplored places on Earth. These trenches are so deep that they could easily hide an entire alien civilization if one existed. But it's not just the unknown creatures of the deep that have fascinated these explorers from NASA and other independent researchers. There are also strange phenomena that occur in the ocean, like the famous dead sharks that washed up on the coast of South Africa in May 2017. When 3 great white sharks washed ashore all at once, scientists were puzzled to find that they were all missing their livers, and one was even missing its heart. This sparked a flurry of speculation about what could have caused the deaths of these powerful predators. While the commonly accepted theory is that it was an attack by other great whites or orcas, some have suggested that it could have been an extraterrestrial being that attacked them. After all, the ocean is vast and deep enough to hide many secrets, and we have yet to explore even a fraction of it. The team from NASA also stumbled on the Forest of the Weird, a mesmerizing and almost hypnotic sight to behold. Instead of familiar trees, they encountered a collection of coral formations that resembled an otherworldly landscape. The corals were unusual, some taking on the appearance of bottlebrush plants, while others were flat and heart-shaped. It was as if the laws of nature had been suspended in this underwater wonderland. And some of these underwater creatures have evolved to withstand extreme pressures and temperatures, and some have even developed their own bioluminescent properties to help them navigate in the dark abyss. This unique trait has earned them their almost alien-like appearance and behavior. With these recent discoveries, some marine experts now believe that if we can find life thriving in the harsh conditions of the deep ocean, it could provide evidence that life can exist in other extreme environments, which could increase the likelihood of finding extraterrestrial life. An increasingly popular argument now is that some of the conditions on the seabed resemble those on other watery planets or moons in our solar system. These similarities have likewise led to the speculation that life on Earth may have originated from these other worlds, or that life on those other worlds may have been seeded by organisms from Earth. While there is currently no concrete evidence to support these theories, it's certainly possible that life exists beyond our planet, and the dark depth of our planet's oceans may hold all of the answers we need. One thing we do know for sure is that the deep ocean is still largely unexplored, and as it stands, we apparently know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the sea floor. But with novel technologies like deep-sea drones and improved submersibles that are already being deployed in unraveling the mysteries of the deep sea, we might just be on the verge of uncovering secrets about the sea floor that hold the answers to understanding all of the alien creatures the marine scientists are now increasingly having encounters with. Joe Rogan, known for his fascination with exploring the unknown, has been drawn to the mystery and wonder of the ocean's uncharted depths. He referred to it as a big, beautiful monster soup, a fitting description for the vast and largely unknown expanse that makes up more than 2/3 of our planet. NASA has now joined forces with the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute to explore the Huddle Zone trenches, which are located in the Pacific Ocean's Ring of Fire. These trenches were formed as tectonic plates met, causing deep gouges in the ocean floor that plunge thousands of meters below the surface. NASA's interest in these unexplored depths lies in their potential to imitate conditions found on other planets. They are eager to investigate the possibility of life existing in these extreme and unfamiliar environments. To achieve this, NASA is currently developing a remote-operated vehicle named Orpheus, which has similar navigational technology as the Mars Perseverance rover. The mission is to map out the near-alien seascape of the deep-sea trenches, shedding light on the unknown and possibly discovering new life forms that could provide insight into the origins of life on Earth and beyond. NASA has identified from their findings so far that the potential for discovery in the deep-sea trenches is immense, so this robust and collaborative mission is expected to be one of the most ambitious and challenging endeavors in the history of oceanic exploration. And more interestingly, the rewards of this mission could be revolutionary, as it'll provide a glimpse into the origins of life on Earth and other planetary bodies. NASA also believes that it'll help inspire a new generation of explorers that'll be knowledge-driven and courageous enough to push the boundaries of human understanding of the planet we call home. Following all of these astonishing discoveries of life in the cold and extreme depths of our planet's oceans, scientists have likewise begun speculating that life on Earth may have actually originated from the depths of the underworld. According to some theories, the extreme conditions found in places like the Hades Zone, a region of the Earth's mantle characterized by high pressure and temperatures, could have created the perfect environment for the first living organisms to evolve. Interestingly, this idea has gained renewed interest even more recently due to the discovery of similar conditions on Jupiter's moon Europa. Beneath its icy surface lies a vast saltwater ocean that's estimated to hold more than twice the amount of water as all of Earth's oceans combined. Some scientists believe that Europa's ocean may even be teeming with life, making it one of the most promising targets in search for extraterrestrial life. Of course, exploring Europa's ocean will not be an easy task. Even reaching the ocean floor, which plunges between 40 and 100 miles down, will require a vehicle that can withstand the extreme pressures and temperatures found at those depths. To put this in perspective, scientists are still working on developing vehicles that can withstand the pressure at just 6 miles down. The Huddle Zone, a region of the Earth's ocean that mirrors the conditions found on Europa, may provide an important testing ground for new exploration technologies. By studying the Huddle Zone and developing vehicles that can explore its depths, scientists will gain valuable experience and knowledge that could be crucial in the quest to explore Europa's giant ocean. Who knows what amazing discoveries may await us in the depths of this alien world? Orpheus, which is set to be the newest addition to NASA's deep-sea exploration arsenal, is being designed specifically to dive into the Huddle Zone and be capable of withstanding its extreme pressure and temperature fluctuations that could easily destroy any conventional vehicle. To withstand these challenges, NASA engineers have developed a unique foam material that has never been used before. The foam is infused with microscopic glass spheres that provide an extra layer of protection against the harsh conditions of the Huddle Zone. These glass spheres are specifically designed to absorb and distribute the force of any impact, making Orpheus incredibly resilient. Another major challenge for the Orpheus team is ensuring that the foam maintains its protective properties even in extreme temperature changes. While the water at the bottom of the Huddle Zone is just above freezing, temperatures near the hydrothermal vents can reach nearly 700 degrees Fahrenheit. To combat this, the foam is being tested in a specially designed chamber that simulates the extreme temperature fluctuations of the Huddle Zone. If successful, this foam could potentially revolutionize deep-sea exploration, allowing scientists to explore even deeper and more hostile environments than ever before. But the stakes are high for the Orpheus team, as they are all too aware of the dangers of deep-sea exploration. The nearest back another deep exploration vehicle was lost in 2014 due to a failure in its protective foam. As a result, the team is determined to learn from this tragedy and ensure that their vehicle is as safe and reliable as possible. And despite the risks and obvious hurdles, the Orpheus team is excited to explore the Huddle Zone and potentially make groundbreaking discoveries about our planet's most mysterious and unexplored depths. What are your thoughts on all of these alien beings and creatures that have now been uncovered in the depths of our planet's oceans? Let us know your opinions in the comments below.